Hi everyone, welcome to book number 3. Today we're going to do our last read aloud where we focus on the strategies of making inferences, making a guess using the clues in the story. And then the next book we're going to move on to a new strategy. So the book we're going to hear today is called City Dog, Country Frog, and it's about a dog who goes out to the country each year and he makes a friend. He meets a frog out there and they play games together. This is one of those books that's a happy story and a little bit sad at the same time. So let's get started. City Dog, Country Frog. This book is written by Mo Willems, who is one of my favorite children's authors. City Dog, Country Frog. Can you see those pictures there of, this is tricky getting it to the camera right, of the 4 different seasons where the dog and the frog play together. So we'll see them playing in all the seasons, different kinds of games. Spring. You can see the dog's head peeking up there. City Dog didn't stop on that first day in the country. He ran as fast and as far as he could, and all without a leash. You can tell that City Dog is not used to being able to run free like this. He looks so happy running down this hill. City Dog spotted something he had never seen sitting on a rock. It was Country Frog. "What are you doing?" asked City Dog. "Waiting for a friend," replied Country Frog with a smile. "But you'll do." Aw. City Dog and Country Frog played together. City Dog was new to the country, so Country Frog taught him Country Frog games. Country Frog games involve jumping and splashing and croaking. They're playing in the pond here. Can you see Country Frog there hiding behind the rock? City Dog's looking down into the pond. He's got his nose in the water. That was spring. I love this picture here. Country Frog sitting on City Dog's head while they swim in the pond. Summer. City Dog didn't stop to admire the green, green grass. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. "I'm going to do you a favor," said City Dog when he found Country Frog. "I'm going to teach you City Dog games." City Dog games involve sniffing and fetching and barking. I don't know if you can see in the picture here, but Country Frog is throwing a stick for City Dog like you would see dogs playing in a dog park in the city. So he's teaching him a little bit about what the city's like. City Dog and Country Frog played until Country Frog was too tired to sniff and fetch and bark anymore. That was summer. Can you see the rain falling? Country Frog is holding a big leaf over City Dog's head like an umbrella. They're such good friends. Oops. Fall. You can tell it's fall with the orange leaves. Country Frog is looking a little bit older in this picture. City Dog didn't stop to sniff the falling leaves. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. "What shall we play today?" asked City Dog. "Dog or frog games?" Country Frog took a deep breath. "I'm a tired frog," replied Country Frog. "Maybe we can play remembering games." City Dog and Country Frog sat together on the rock. They remembered their spring, jumping and splashing and croaking. They remembered their summer, sniffing and fetching and barking. And that was fall. I want you to take a good look at that picture there and think about the difference in dogs and frogs and how long they live. Dogs usually live, depends on how big they are, but usually 15, 20 years. 20 would be a long. Frogs don't live that long. Winter. You can see little footsteps and then the dog's tail as he's running. You know who he's running to go and see. This part's a little sad for me. City Dog didn't stop to eat the snow. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock. City Dog looked for Country Frog. He's not on the rock. Country Frog was not there. It's hard to see the colors in the book, but you can tell the sun is going down. So he's been waiting there. I'm inferring that he's been waiting there all day, waiting for Country Frog to show up, but he didn't come. So we could make some inferences here about what happened to Country Frog and where he is. Maybe frogs don't like to be out in the winter. Maybe Country Frog died. He was a frog and they don't live as long as dogs do. So we have to kind of use our brains and infer what happened. Let's see what happens next. That was winter. This part always makes me sad because Country Frog didn't come. I know that City Dog is probably pretty sad. Spring again. Country Chipmunk spotted something she had never seen, sitting on a rock. He's back in the spring and he came back to that rock looking for Country Frog, didn't he? What a good friend. It was City Dog. Look at City Dog's face. He looks so sad. I think he misses his friend. "What are you doing?" asked Country Chipmunk. "Waiting for a friend," replied City Dog sadly. Then he smiled, a froggy smile, and said, this is where it gets happy again. "But you'll do." That was spring again. Look, the Country Chipmunk is coming down giving him an acorn. I think they're going to make friends. I'm inferring this. I think they're going to make friends and maybe they will have some games that they play each time City Dog comes to the country. Okay, City Dog, Country Frog. That was the story, and I put a assignment in the Google Classroom for you about this story. You're going to make some inferences about what you think happened in the story and fill them out in that document, and I'll take a look when you're done. See you soon.